Go so fast out there.
Yeah, that's another thing that we actually thought about that, and for the past week or two, we've been doing like Monday and Saturday's practice. We were just doing stuff. We had to sub in and sub out, and if you didn't run off the field in time, or if you run off the field, that's an extra sprint you have to do after practice. And at first we started out with like 6 sprints, and now we haven't had. I think we might have had one yesterday, and it's down to a low count. So now we're getting. I think we could be ready for that.
What about this leap?
Oh, the leaf. That was I got tired of getting cut, and Brandon Douglas cut me the play before, and I tried it in the first scrimmage, didn't work. And the second time, I said, all right, I know he's gonna cut, so I went to jump, and he didn't cut. And the next thing I know is I'm in the air over him, so I just kept going with it, and I really stole that from Klein. I seen him do it, and I said, well, hell, if Klein can do it, I might as well do it, because I know I can jump, and I still don't know how people got that, because I thought we only had that on our little playbooks, but I think there was some show or something, and somebody took a picture of it, and I saw it, and I retweeted it, because it was a pretty good leap, and I'm glad somebody got a picture of it, because I really like it, and my parents loved it when I showed it to them.
Any of the coaches say that Jordan don't do that?
Oh no, Bobo was talking a lot of mess. The first scrimmage when I missed it, and the second one he was quiet after I jumped over Douglas, and it's a pretty good move. I'm not gonna jump all the time, but I'd rather jump over somebody trying to cut me than having to play it, because it slows you down sometimes. And jumping over them, you can just keep going with your rush.
How high do you think you went?
That jump I think I was about, because Douglas he ain't that short. He's about maybe 5. Well, I give him 5'9", 5'10". I think I was at least 4 or 5 feet in the air. I give somebody that. I had to be that high.
Jordan, I guess your first game was Buffalo last year, is that right?
Yeah.
The freshman that is on this defense, going out in this environment against a top 10 team, I mean, are you glad you had your deal last year in that environment?
Oh yeah, I'm glad I had to go against Buffalo last year, because I got the I don't want to knock them, but we just had it wasn't the same preparation, and it was a more lax preparation going into that. And with this whole camp's been a lot harder this year. We've been game planning a lot more, and I'm just glad I got that under my belt already, because I don't have to worry about that, and I can just play nonstop and play relentless this year.
Will this defense this year will be trying to force turnovers any more of an emphasis, or same as before?
That's definitely always a point of emphasis, but this year I feel like, and the defense feels like that we need to cause as many turnovers as possible, so we can get the offense on the field, rack up some more points, and just help the team out. And because I think whenever we're +1 or +2 in turnovers in a game, usually we end up winning that game, and that turnovers always help, and it always deflates the offense. So I feel like we should get a lot of those this year.
Those guys, Langley and Wiggins, seem to be racking up interceptions. You think that's something that's kind of made the coaches kind of comfortable, put them out there, and maybe they'll do that in games?
Yeah, I think that's definitely something the coaches are thinking about, and because I know Langley and Shaq, they fight for the ball. They don't wait till they jump at it at the highest point. They don't sit there and wait for the ball to come down, and they like going for the ball, like balls that you have to leap for. They always like going for those, and that's one thing I noticed about them that I really like, because they don't like if it's an easy pass and scout team, they don't just bat it down. They try and catch it just to prepare them for winning the game.
Jordan, has Connor Norman earned you guys' respect over the last couple of years?
Connor had my respect. Last year, I remember in camp when Connor and all the other guys earned the scholarship, everybody was excited. Everybody, the whole not the locker room, the little meeting room was crazy, jumping around. And Connor, I feel like Connor knows the most. He knows the most about the defense than any player on the field. That's one thing I definitely can credit with Connor.
To be a non-scholarship guy, and I know he's been on scholarship the last couple of years, but what does he do well, you think? I mean, why has it allowed him to separate from some other guys who weren't recruited?
I guess because Connor always, he never really takes a play off. I remember on kickoff, somebody kneed him in the back, and he got up, went straight to defense, and played the next two or three series, and we're doing 8-play drives, and he went without a sub, and he's just a guy that always works hard and is always trying to study, and is always trying to help somebody else understand the defense. Like as soon as Trey got here, he was helping Trey learn everything, and he's just a great teacher and a player and a student of the game as well.
Would him and Trey make a good combination, considering, like you said, Connor's so up on the system, and you got Trey, who is still learning, but
Yeah.
you know, do you think that's going to help both of them to have the other one out there?
And I feel like that'll definitely help out, especially with Trey, a freshman having to learn the defenses. It's not an easy task, and you're used to high school, which most of the times I bet the coaches either told you to blitz here, or just run up and make a tackle. And now in college, you have to learn there's not just all the different schemes and all that stuff, and having Connor there to back you up, to help you out is definitely a great feeling.
What are some of the keys to containing Taj Boyd?
One, don't rush too far upfield, because when he takes off, he's a lot harder to tackle than he is in the pocket, and he's already a hard guy to tackle. I feel like we just can't rush up too far upfield, and we always have to be thinking about when we're rushing to maintain him, because we can't get. What I'm trying to think, we can't really get too aggressive on our rushes at times, because I know he's just a guy that when he's in open space is a harder guy to tackle than normal.
Mm-hmm. He can throw on the run too.
Oh yeah, he definitely can do that.
Has he gone? Is there anybody that you faced that's like him? I know you've only been here a year, but did y'all see anybody that was anything like him last year?
There were, I guess I want to say my first feeling like going against Buffalo's quarterback, I think it's Zordich or something, because he was a lot bigger quarterback than I'm used to, and same with Ole Miss. And let's say half the quarterbacks we played against, I would think was sort of like him because they're mobile and they can throw off the run. And I know Zordich hit us up a couple of times when we played him, and that's just, well, yeah.
That's really impressive.
I got tied up with trying to remember his last name.
That was a great ending. Well, yeah. Quote over.